former CIA Director John Brennan identified 26 Trump associates to be targeted by the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, and then those interactions were the targets and were targeted by the FBI as suspicious.
Mar-a-Lago Raid 2.0 soon to happen. Good morning, everybody. JT here, Serenity Farms prepping. So, you're hearing scuttlebutt, some leaks, some hints, some clues that despite the FBI's midnight Panty raid at Mar-a-Lago, there was a hidden room, and it contained a very delicate classified binder that somehow these extremely thorough, leave no stone unturned, meticulous, professional, only because we love America agents showed up with Black Hawk helicopters in the middle of the night, guns drawn, stormed the castle to find all these precious classified documents that an active president is not allowed to have, but a sitting VP can steal type, but they missed something. Remember, they assured us they combed through Mar-a-Lago, everything, including Melania's panty drawer. They went through with a fine-tooth comb. As it turns out, Russiagate wasn't really what they were looking for, so to speak. Had nothing to do with the supposed classified documents they wanted us to believe that they were trying to find to protect the US of A. So, it turns out what they were looking for are the documents that would implicate all of them being the Hussein Obama Sotero Kenyan Mikey's bitch traitorous presidente, all his department heads, all the agencies, and many of the people within those agencies, and a few other people, Hillary, but everyone that you possibly could think of is likely implicated in this dossier. Which is why the hints, the clues, the suggestion that there might have to be another raid because Trump fooled them with a hidden room. You saw the picture of Mark Meadows, who was the chief of staff at the time, who apparently that dossier, which was reportedly in President Trump's possession, he had it. For some reason, he gave it to Meadows. For another reason, Meadows decided he needed to give it to certain people so they could redact certain delicate names, places, items that you and I don't need to know. Okay? You may determine what the reason for that was on your own. Then it was given back. And Apparently, Trump had it, which he was fully entitled to do legally, unlike Pedo Joe. Now, think about this for a minute. Imagine being president, knowing all these people are out to get you. They're creating all these lies using every resource that taxpayers provide to try and take you down. Remember that Hussein Obama Sotero Kenyan Mikey's bitch during his regime had made it legal for the government to lie to us. Why has no one made that illegal? But, so they drew all this up because once she lost, they knew that their asses were in a sling if all this information was ever declassified like Trump had promised to do, but never did. So they are panicked. They are panicked. They thought they got everything. But suddenly and unexpectedly, months later, they realized they didn't get the one binder, folder, dossier that they actually went there for. They screwed up. Now, they're in a panic. So they're suggesting another raid. Why? They know what they're looking for is not there. You and I, had it been our house that had been raided, once that initial raid had taken place, if we had what someone was looking for and they missed it, we know they're going to come back sooner or later, and we would move it to a safer location. Wouldn't we? I would make sure that the people who are looking for it don't have a clue what I did with it. Did I leave it? Did I move it? Did I ever have it in the first place? And I would make sure that they believe without doubt that I have a fail-safe. A fail-safe meaning if anything should happen to me, anything, drop it immediately. Someone knows where it is and what to do with it. And they have an unredacted version. Why wouldn't you do that? It happens all the time for very nefarious, evil, criminal reasons. There's no doubt that every single scumbag politician in the swamp has a file on them made by someone else who also has the file on them and made by someone else, probably from an island, who knows? But everybody's got something on everybody else. That's why nobody ever does anything against anybody else. Ugh. Now, supposedly, Trump was the guy who nobody has anything on. Because if they would have, he never would have got in the first place, right? So they started to make shit up. Meanwhile, he'd played the game on both sides, according to him, within the rules, as a private businessman, depending on who could grease each other the best. Remember that line with Hillary? Well, if you want to change the rules, yeah, I use them. But you won't change them because all your financiers use them. It's how it's played. It doesn't matter whether we like it or not. But this one document, apparently between 17 and 20 pages, exposes everyone involved in the Russiagate scamorama. Now remember, this is not just U.S. traders. This is worldwide. There are many people across the globe that were involved in this as well because they understood what Trump could do if he truly was there to clean out the deep state. Because the deep state is not just in the swamp. It's also a global cabal. So let's stay tuned on this. And later today, I will get out a video on the leaks you heard last night, about a national security threat and Russia and space. And it's all true. All right, that's all I got for now. JT, signing out.